Hello, and welcome to the first and most likely only episode of BrettCasts Comment Roundup. This works the same as when I did it with my other channel. If you didn't see that, then I will explain it here. I'm going to be reading comments that I've gotten. I'll be avoiding comments like, good job, keep up the good work, etc. I'm here for the interesting comments. And so, let us begin. The first comment comes from Episode 9 of the now dead series Transformers School and was on Nexus Prime. The comment reads, "Can you talk like a normal perso? Well, can you finish spelling person? Seriously? I went through the entire video and I talk as normally as I do in any other video. So, I have no idea what this person is complaining about, and honestly, fuck them." The next comment is from the 12th episode of the other now dead series Gundam School and was on the MS-04 Bugu. Comment reads, "This is still no Zaku boy. No Zaku." Yes, the famous quote about the goof. That's very funny, right? I mean, the Bugu isn't a Zaku, but it's also not a goof, nor a variation or prototype of the goof. But, you know, they think they're funny. The next comment is from the third episode of Let's Read, in which I read a fan fiction called Pokemon Lemons. The comment reads, "If you're looking for good Pokemon fan fiction to read, try the ones I wrote this year. Both are on Archive of Our Own. The first one is called Pokemon Best of the Best. The second is called Pokemon Giovanni's Conquest. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised." Now, I did go to the specified sites and looked at and read each of the fanfiction they mentioned, and yes, they were both very good. Now, I'm not saying I will or will not pick either of these for use in an episode of Let's Read, however, both are very long. Now, I don't mind long stories when reading them, but it's the editing and whatnot that really adds to it. Like that one SAO fanfiction I did was very long, and it took a while to get edited and all that. Anyone is welcome to suggest stuff for Let's Read, but just know that there's no guarantee that I am going to use them. Next comment is from the My Thoughts on video of I Hate Funko Pop. The comment reads, "I would pay Funko thousands to put actual eyes and mouths on them. It'll never happen, and if you ask me, Funko Pops have just gotten worse from when I made that video to now. I absolutely love Pokemon, but the Pokemon Funko Pops make me want to throw up. I also love Transformers, and they're putting out Funko Pops of G1 Transformers characters, and they look fucking awful. For me, aside from the one Funko Pop I have and like, they'll never get any better, and they'll never get me to buy more of them." The next comment is from Transformers Talk number 3, "The aligned continuity doesn't make sense." The comment reads, "Please fix a line." Yes, I agree. That was the point of the video, is that you can't just grab a bunch of stuff and say they connect when all the pieces are not in place. The next comment is from Anime Talk number 32, "Mobile suits that deserve PG Gunpla." The comment reads, "I agree about the Blitz. I'm mystified as to why Bandai didn't make Perfect Grade Duel, Buster, etc. They already had the strike frame they could reuse. It seems like a no-brainer." I totally agree 100% with this comment. However, Bandai does a lot of things that don't make sense, and to me it just seems to boil down to, why do something different when we can just throw out another RX-78 too? I mean, we just got that upgraded PG Perfect Strike in 2020, but that just takes a bunch of separate stuff and puts it in one box. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to make do with the master grades of the Blitz, Duel, and Buster. The next comment is from Anime Talk number 19, "Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online doesn't know game design." The comment reads, "A squad is a small group made up of a minimum of at least 2 people. If you were not such a dumbass, you'd realize Shonen Jump has no limit beyond that when it comes to the minimum size, and that Len chooses to enter that way. Ignoring the rules of a game genre that didn't even exist when this was written isn't a lack of game design knowledge." This comment to me smells of this person really liking the show / manga and not having issues with the things that I pointed out in my video, and therefore are going to blindly defend the show / manga. Also, calling me a dumbass when clearly we have a difference of opinion, that's pretty damn low, dude. Or woman. So, Gun Gale Online itself is a role-playing game, but the competition that Len enters in is clearly a battle royale game. So the manga for this was written in 2015. But in 2013 and 2014, Brendan Green had his Player Unknown mods for both Arma 2 and Arma 3. So to say that battle royale games didn't exist when the manga was written is completely not true. They may have not been as widespread as they were in 2018 when the anime aired, but they certainly did exist in mods for other games. All that took was a simple Google search to find that information. Next time, do some research before calling me a dumbass. The next comment is from Gaming Talk number 38. Possible Kingdom of Amalur Reckoning remaster. The comment reads, I want a remaster for PC, Xbox One, and PS4, but why did you use Skyrim 2? Skyrim is Elder Scrolls 5. Next Elder Scrolls game is Elder Scrolls 6 and it should come out in 2024. Haven't you heard about Oblivion? It's Elder Scrolls 4. Man, the amount of spelling and grammar issues in this comment just makes it really hard to read. I did reply to this person. I will say that here. I made a point in bringing up a Skyrim 2 because it was an example of a game that would continue the story set forth in Skyrim. The fact that most Elder Scrolls games don't have stories that connect to each other apparently didn't dawn upon this person. They didn't think that a sequel doesn't mean because it's the next number in a franchise, but can also be where the story is taken. And hey, we did get a remaster of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, so yay, I got something right. But a sequel would have been great, but I doubt it's going to happen. The next comment is from Movie and TV Talk number 10, I don't want more Mission Impossible movies. The comment reads, I'm just guessing they're vanity pieces for him at this point. I've not seen the last two films, but I'm not motivated either way if I do see them. I don't know what Cruise gets out of these. He does own the franchise, so he can do whatever he wants with them, and in his eyes, they still make money. That or he sees how long the James Bond franchise has gone on and thinks that Mission Impossible needs to go on for that long as well. I don't know if he realizes that he's getting older and can't do all these crazy stunts. Regardless, I'm not looking forward to the next Mission Impossible movie, and I didn't really care for the last two either. Anything beyond 4 just isn't really doing it for me. The next comment is from Anime Talk number 5, some issues with Gundam Build Fighter Battle Log episodes 1 and 3. The comment reads, the Battle Log episodes are just for fun, and they're also fan service to the fans. So what exactly is your point here? That I'm not allowed to have issues with those episodes because they're fun? Because they're supposed to be fan service? What you essentially have here is a non-argument. Any kind of media is supposed to be fun, yet we review it, tear it apart, in hopes that we get media that is better than things that are not good. If you like the Battle Log episodes that I had issues with, then more power to you. But trying to say that they're fun and fan service as a counterpoint to what I said doesn't work. The next two comments are from the Transformers Talk number 3, why the aligned continuity doesn't make sense. The first comment reads, I think they tried to tie RAD 2014 to the Cybertron games with character designs. Surprising. Like Jazz, for example, he looked somewhat similar to how he appeared in the game and redesigned Starscream and Soundwave with a blend of War for Cybertron and Prime character designs. Okay, so I looked at the design for RAD 2014 Jazz and Fall of Cybertron Jazz, and unless I missed something, they do not look similar at all. 2014 RAD Jazz looks more akin to G1 Jazz. Even RAD 2014 Starscream looks nothing like War for Cybertron / Fall of Cybertron's Starscream and looks closer to the G1 design. Now, RAD 2014 Soundwave is one that has some design aspects that are closer to the War for Cybertron / Fall of Cybertron video game designs. The second comment reads, thanks for bringing this up. I never understood the reasoning for the choices of the world building, especially between the games and the rest of the content. My knowledge of Rise of the Darkspark is very limited, but I assume it held a tighter, but not by much, canon to the Bay films. I mean, I get it because the Cybertron games do make for a great beginning, as they do a good job of telling the story of the war on Cybertron. For the second half of this comment, the part about Rise of the Darkspark, they're kind of right that the game is supposed to be a part of both canons. The part of it takes place in the same timeline as the Cybertron games is supposed to be in between Fall of Cybertron. It's supposed to be in between War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. The part of Rise of the Darkspark that takes place in the Bay film universe is in the timeline of the Age of Extinction movie. I don't remember if it's before or after Age of Extinction, but that's the idea of Rise of the Darkspark and why many people don't like that game. The next comment is from Transformers Talk number 6, Deconstructing Film Theory's video on Transformers. The comment reads, "Not bad, man. I like the part where you point out the other iterations of Transformers that he missed, such as the IDW storylines, especially with IDW fleshing out the history of the majority of existing and original characters." Here's the thing. I came into MatPat's video with the mind of a Transformers fan who has seen a lot of the cartoons, all of the live-action movies, and read a large portion of the comics. The difference is that MatPat makes content for people who may know nothing about Transformers or whose only exposure is the Bay films, and the film continuity is extremely messy, to put it nicely. MatPat and most people don't know that better Transformer media like the IDW, Dreamwave comics, and even the Marvel comics even exist. Alright, now we're getting into the 3 videos with the most amount of comments. The first one is the video that I did about the video game Hellraid. Looks like a really great game that we will probably never get released. Why we still want this game? Sadly, game is cancelled. Man, fuck Dying Light. Hellraid looked like something worth spending money on. Dying Light is just another waste of creativity. The only thing zombie I have the slightest interest in is the Resident Evil 2 remake, and anything that has neither impressive next-level physics and a story based on the most overwritten genre with literally nothing new to bring to the table is sure to be boring as fuck and not worth me or anyone I know's time. With 9th gen right around the corner, I don't think Hellraid is going to release on PS4 and Xbox One this gen. So that's 2 generations of gaming. They had to subsequently cancel those ports and gone back to the drawing board. To be fair, Techland of Dying Light was supposed to come out for Xbox 360 and PS3 respectively, but they were cancelled and finally released on the current 8th gen consoles. I just hope they don't cancel it on 9th gen. Game shows a hell, no pun intended, of a lot of promise. Now, there is an end to all of the things that Hellraid went through. Yes, it became DLC for Dying Light, and looking at the Steam reviews, it's pretty much widely disliked. They needed it to be a standalone game, not a DLC for an already existing game. I don't understand what happened here, how it went from standalone game idea to DLC for Dying Light. It's really disappointing because I played and didn't even like Dying Light. Oh well, I guess. At least in December 2020, Deep Silver hinted that Dead Island 2 is still in the works, so maybe I can look forward to that. The next video is the one I did on Son of Artemis toys being a scam. I was so close to buying a Gundam model. Thanks for saving my ass. Good stuff, mate. You just helped me dodge a bullet. Now, the only reason I skipped the second one is because I already addressed it in replies and don't need to do that here. Speaking of replies, there's more of me getting thanked in replies here, and I am overjoyed that I was able to help anyone not waste their money on this scam of a website. Finally, the biggest one of them all, the video on the Astracon iCorp work-from-home job scam. I'm not going to read specific comments as it's a lot of them. And a lot of them were people saying they had similar experiences to me, thanking me for making this video, and so on and so forth, so they could know that it was a scam and not to go through with it. Again, it makes me feel really good that my video helps so many people. Even if you didn't leave a comment about that, I'm glad my video was able to help. So yeah, that's all the comments that I have to read. As I have to say, so if you're out of the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.